Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the PAPAJO show, where I am your host, Papa Joe. I do appreciate you being part of the show today. We are adjusting our regular shows. We are going to do 3 10-minute videos. This is to help with the new algorithm changes that they made. Apparently, they don't like longer videos. So, anyhow, the reach for my stuff ended up dropping off a cliff. So, I'm attempting to make a few changes here. So, let's see what happens. Today, on this particular segment, we are going to take a look at Bitcoin Maxies and what the heck are they doing in the world of crypto. They're causing a rift, they're causing a divide, and they're really, really, really getting on my nerves. Yeah, because without people like me being earlier miners, they wouldn't have had the opportunity to do this stuff. Had people like me not seen the benefit of blockchain technology, not just Bitcoin, but blockchain technology, we would not have been in the sphere that we're in right now. You wouldn't have Bitcoin. See, Bitcoin uses blockchain. Without blockchain, there is no Bitcoin, right? There are blockchain businesses out there who are going and doing things around in the space of creating realistic market. Okay, how do I say? Solving real world solutions that only blockchain technology can solve. So we're going to take a look at that. Marketing our Bitcoin is up. Great. The miners are still doing their stuff. Guess what? Without the miners, you wouldn't have had that. But they're mining against a blockchain. They're solving a mathematical equation, which is the same thing proof of work does. The Maxies seem to forget, though. Their only focus is on Bitcoin. So, one of the Bitcoin Core contributors, those of you who don't know Bitcoin Core, they are the development team behind the Bitcoin being in existence, right? You can download a Bitcoin Core wallet that is also, you could technically, I think, used to be, that's how the node was. I think it's bitcoincore.com. Nope. My mistake. Let's go over here. Bitcoin.org. Excuse me. About download Bitcoin Core. So if I'm not mistaken, this downloads the whole blockchain, which is a lot. A lot. It's a big. You need big hard drives to be able to download that. But yeah, this is where Bitcoin exists. You download this. This is where the nodes and whatnot you mine against it and whatnot. So a contributor urges maximalists to take a different route. Matt Corallo, urged the Bitcoin community to drop its us versus them culture, which is what is so frustrating. It's not what this is about. This, he says, which leads to attacking projects other than Bitcoin. We talked about Polygon in the last video. Go check that out. If they're sitting there attacking Polygon's solving solutions that Microsoft created decades ago. They're upgrading it. They're changing it. They're making it so that the end users don't have to, or the companies don't, they can do zero knowledge stuff, which is basically where you do a one-time I am who I say I am, and then you're using a proof of that instead of the actual transmission of that information. Really, really cool stuff. That is just one of many, many solutions around that. Enterprises the world over will be using that. Mark my words. There was once a time when Bitcoin was the only crypto project that was not a scam. There really was. And advocating for only Bitcoin made perfect sense. According to the Bitcoin Core contributor, however, this has not been true for a while. Again, Polygon's a perfect example. Divi is another perfect example. As he urged the community to drop the us versus them culture. It is really, I am not kidding. It is so irritating. I sent Michael Saylor a stupid note the other day, a direct message to him. I don't think he ever reads those things, but you know what? I basically said, hey, look, you're leaving money on the table. You are not realizing that you're entering another phase of the dot-com boom, where at this time, I don't think there'll be a crash necessarily, because these are legitimate businesses. They're not just throwing something up and, trying to fly by night, steal or scam or whatever. These are real projects. They make sense. Okay? According to According to Corallo, this situation is leading to what he describes as a narrative war where crypto projects bash each other. That's exactly what they're doing. Corallo further explained that Bitcoiners coming from Ethereum for the upcoming merge say that proof of stake will not work, will in turn push Ethereum proponents to lobby the regulators against Bitcoin with the same environmental angle. The thing is it still needs compute. It still needs to compute. I hate to actually say this, but did y'all know that the entertainment industry uses more energy than Bitcoin does? I hate to say it, even this. There are, think about the gaming industry, it uses even more energy. Think about like the casinos and stuff like that. Those things where the energy is used to power that stuff, no one cares about that. No one talks about that. But no. Bitcoin is a store of value. The miners are literally using energy, and a lot of times they're using excess energy. There's not so much any excess energy in the country now, right now, because it's summertime. It usually gets really close to maxing out. But my point is that they use excess energy for the most part, and they're storing that energy in Bitcoin as a battery or anything that's proof of work. Right? There's lots of stuff that's still proof of work. I will be surprised if Ethereum actually does their cutover. We'll see, though. We'll see. Anyhow, last, the developer urged Bitcoiners to focus on talking about Bitcoin and its positive aspects and drop the culture of attacking the other projects that are not Bitcoin. Despite a call for respect and courtesy for the other projects, some Bitcoiners still remain unfazed. I know a few that really do that, and I've had a few of them be absolute jerks to me. Personally, it is very irritating. Okay, I take it personally because I have had it personally happen to me. I am not even setting up any of these projects. I support them because they're businesses solving a sole problem that I think needs to be solved. In respect to the thread on Twitter, all user Bitcoin CEO H, I guess, whatever, said that anything other than Bitcoin is a scam. Wrong. They have their heads buried in the sand. They said that some projects look legit, but they're ultimately scams in the end. Wrong. Wrong. All the Maxies out there, you've got to realize Bitcoin is one use case that was solved by blockchain technology. Ethereum is a blockchain company. Polygon is a blockchain company. Okay? These are just two examples. Divi is a blockchain company. They are solving a real world problem that needs to be solved. Okay? It needs to be solved. And people aren't getting at all. They're just not getting this. They're so heads buried in the sand that they're thinking, I don't know, it's like the modern day gold bug, I guess. Everything else is going to fade away. Gold will last forever. Well, I guess that's fine. Fine. But quit giving everyone else crap. They are so toxic. It is legitimately us versus them. It is maddening, irritating to my core. It is so frustrating. The Maxies need to cool it. They need to stop. I've been in this space longer than most of the Maxies. No, I don't have as much Bitcoin as them. I actually used the Bitcoin and learned how the technology worked for the most part. These other projects, they're solving problems that need to be solved. Like they're actual legitimate. The zero knowledge stuff I discussed in the last video with Polygon, they're solving real world solutions with that. Businesses the world over will use that technology. Bitcoin Maxies need to stop, get off their high horses, and realize that they need to humble themselves and realize that there are people building things to solve things. Bitcoin solves the money problem. Polygon is solving security problems for enterprises like, MicroStrategies. Just saying. Next video, we're going to take a look at some inflation stuff. As I said at the beginning of the videos here, changing this stuff up, approximately 10-minute videos, 3 of them. We're going to cover different topics every time we do a different video. See you in the next video, and you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Look out for that to start. Take it easy.